afternoon and welcome to CoreTV News on the Hour. I'm Olajimoke Lataju. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered all ministries, departments and agencies of government to stop operating multiple bank accounts for revenues and incomes. They are henceforth to pay all revenues, incomes and other receipts into a treasury single account domiciled with the Central Bank of Nigeria. Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laolu Akonde, revealed this in a statement issued on Sunday in Abuja. He explained that the President's directive was meant to promote transparency and facilitate compliance with Sections 80 and 162 of the Constitution. Akonde emphasized that the directive applies to fully funded organs of government like ministries, departments, agencies and foreign missions, as well as the partially funded ones like teaching hospitals, medical centers and federal treasury institutions. Affected MDAs include the Central Bank, Customs, Federal Island Revenue Services, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation and the Nigeria Port Authorities. Troops have carried out an attack on camps of militants believed to have launched a recent attack on a military base in Mende, Bayelsa State. Defense headquarters said in a statement issued in Abuja the 6 suspects, including 2 women, were arrested in the raid, which yielded large quantities of arms and ammunition, 3 speedboats, communication gadgets and generators. It ordered that the suspects are helping the Joint Task Force in investigations while more troops are on the trail of other suspects. The military authorities also disclosed that the soldiers destroyed the militant camp located in Rivers State. The unseasoned attacks by insurgents in the northeast part of the country has increasingly been tremendous under the President's administration of President Muhammadu Buhari due to inappropriate methods of fighting the menace. This is according to the founder of Ifeoluokun and leader of Oodua People's Congress, Gani Adams, speaking during the 10th anniversary of Agbamu community in Kwara State. The report.
Gani Adams, military hands alone cannot solve the persistent increase in Boko Haram activities in the northeast. The best way, according to him, is to give room for dialogue between the government and the sects with a peacekeeping committee in place. He stressed that fighting Boko Haram with military will give room for propaganda as the depth of their activities are still unknown.
Firstly, I will advise federal government to make sure they reconcile or build a standing committee to dialogue with the Boko Haram. The issue of terrorism in the global village, I don't see a situation that you can have a mind that you can win that war militarily. Because the war you are fighting with them, you don't know the figures of the people that you want to confront with your might or your equipment. The people fighting you, they are fighting a guerrilla war. You don't even know who you want to fight. The person you suppose as a citizen of Nigeria have been infiltrated, have been brainwashed to be part and parcel of this ugly group. And if care is not taken, if the government did not dialogue with them, they will infiltrate other regions.
Gani Adams also urged the federal government on the security of pipelines. He reiterates security as everybody's business, and as such, the military alone can guarantee the maximum security of pipelines as the country loses over 1.3 trillion naira to vandalism.
The contract terminated in June 15 after a period of 3 months. And after a period of 3 months, they roll in the army, civil defense to protect the pipeline. And for the period of that 3 months, Nigeria have lost almost 200 people. You can see what happened in Arepo. Nigeria lost nothing less than 140 people. Nigeria is a country that did not realize that security is something that every hand must be on deck to protect our system. It's not lies on the law enforcement agent alone. If I have an information, if I don't divulge the information to the law enforcement, it can't be successful. Information is power. We are talking of the community that this pipeline passed through, for the people of that community to protect it and cooperate with the law enforcement agent.
It will be recalled that the present government has recently revoked the contract given to Oodua People's Congress to secure the pipelines by the past administration. But as we count days into President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, the question would be how best can the nation tackle the threat posed by both insurgency and criminals to economy and lives of Nigerians? Rashid, CoreTV News, Agbamu, Kwara State.
Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has called for the removal of Amina Zakari as acting chairperson of the Independent National Electoral Commission, saying the appointment is unknown to the 1999 Constitution. Fayose, in a statement issued on Sunday by Special Assistant on Public Communications and New Media, Larry Olayinka, said the most honorable thing for President Buhari to do was to resign the unlawful appointments of Zakari as INEC acting chairperson. According to the statement, President Muhammadu Buhari's appointment of his new in-law, Zakari, posed danger to democracy, adding that the Constitution as amended, which established INEC and other federal executive bodies, did not make any provision for the appointments of acting chairmen. According to him, a quote scenario read, since Zakari's tenure as INEC National Electoral Commission has expired, she cannot continue to preside legally on INEC's affair, except if duly appointed as substantive chairman of the commission, as provided in Section 154, subsection 1 and 3 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. End of quote. Kwara State Chairman of People's Democratic Party, Yola Oyedepo, has welcomed the idea of President Muhammadu Buhari in the fight against corruption and to make Nigerians clean of corrupt practices. He added that the recent statements and probe on some of ministries served under the former president is a good idea, but he should not be biased. This is still CoreTV News, and I will take a break now. We'll be back on more stories. Please stay with us.
This is what the people are saying.
You don't run a big economy with generator. They need to do more in terms of energy and power.
Many things to do for this Nigeria about lights, water, and new TT.
For Nigerians that are not gullible, we know that good laws have done nothing good for this country.
Buhari won the election convincingly.
They talk to our husband that you should keep promise about what you said, and because people are watching you, you know, another election is coming.
Because some people will stand for Yoruba land, will be strong man, you don't die.
This nation is moving forward. The best is going to take place.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
Welcome back. For more on the news and other programs, please visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/CoreTV News. You can follow us on Twitter at CoreTV News NG. Also visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/CoreTV, leave a space, then news. Senate President Bukola Saraki has accused popular online media Sahara reporters of producing and posting a fake UK passport at its website to tarnish his reputation. He has also urged the British authorities to investigate what he described as an act of criminality. The Senate President added in a statement by his special assistant on new media, Bamikole Omishiri, that his UK solicitors have written the passport office in Britain on the need to get to the root of the alleged forgery and prosecute the offenders. Saraki also denied claims that he is not a Nigerian citizen. He admits having a dual citizenship, but argued that nothing in the Nigerian constitution prevents him from aspiring for elective office. The Senate President cited Section 25, subsection 1C to buttress his point and suggested that Sahara reporters were serving the interest of an unnamed sponsor whose identity claimed to soon be made public. Kaduna is set to begin the second round of the verification of civil servants as part of ongoing efforts to clean up the payroll. Government officials say the next round is to authenticate the outcome of the first exercise. Special Assistant Media and Publicity to the Governor, Samuel Arua, disclosed this in a statement that the exercise will resume on Monday, August 10. He added the permanent secretaries and other senior government officials are expected to identify their staff for the next phase of the exercise. The government expects all civil servants to present either their national identity card, voter's card, international passport or driver's license for physical verification. The workers have since been informed that the exercise is a precondition for the payment of their July salaries. The Imo Rotary Club has installed new leadership and award members who had outstandingly given their best to the service of humanity. The memorable event had members across the state in attendance. The president of the club, while speaking to CoreTV News, said the essence of the event is to bring in credible leaders to pilot the affairs of the club throughout the state and beyond. He called on the awardees to continue in the good work. Now, while the National Human Rights Commission has inaugurated a 3-month panel to resolve the conflict between the Federal University of Minna and Gidon Kwana community and other neighboring villages in Niger State, Senior Special Assistant to the Executive Secretary of the NHRC, Lambert Opara, said in a statement that the panel comprised Maman Osume as the chairman, with Jibrin Okutpeta and the Solicitor General of Nasarawa State, Abigail Waya, as members. According to Opara, the NHRC had received complaints from some affected communities around the site of the Federal University of Technology, Minna, stating that they were facing ejection. Chairman of the newly inaugurated panel, Osuma, said the committee would capitalize on the confidence which all the parties to the dispute had in the intervention of the NHRC as a neutral body. We'll take another break. I'll book your stories from outside Nigeria. Please stay with us.
This is what the people are saying.
You don't run a big economy with generator. They need to do more in terms of energy and power.
Many things to do for this Nigeria about lights, water, and new TT.
For Nigerians that are not gullible, we know that good laws have done nothing good for this country.
Buhari won the election convincingly. He talked to her husband that you should keep promise about what you said. And because people are watching you, another election is coming.
Also, some people will stand for Yoruba land. Will be strong man. You don't die.
This nation is moving forward. The best is going to take place.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then news. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
The All Progressives Congress will on Monday commence the screening of its Kogi State governorship aspirants. So far, 27 aspirants have obtained the party's expression of interest forms from the APC's National Secretariat in Abuja. Now, with the number of aspirants, the party has raked in 148 million naira from the sales of the expression of interest forms, which cost 5.5 million each. The aspirants include the former Kogi State Governor, Abubakar Audu, James Ocholi, Alhaji Yar Bello, Senator Nicholas Ugbane, Sani Chebu, Suleiman Babadli, Air Vice Marshal Sadi Atta-Webo, and many others. They also include the veteran journalist and one of the founding fathers of New Watch magazines, Yakubu Mohammed, Chief Clarence Olafemi, Salaman Abutu, Sunday Ejibe, and Tim Diche. He said it was incumbent on the citizenry of the state to vote into power persons with exposure and competence who could rescue the state from its pitiable state. A former Minister of Defense, Domkat Bale, retired, has denied being indebted to any bank, saying he never took any loan from Axis Bank PLC, as published in some newspapers last week. Bale was listed alongside the pastor and pro-chancellor, chairman of the governing council of the Redeemers University, Tokunbo Adesoya, in a publication by the bank in respect of a 279 million naira loan facility by Locatel Limited, a telecommunications infrastructure service provider. But in a statement issued on Sunday by Oluleke Alagboda, a business management consultant, Bale vehemently rejected the publication linking him and Adesoya with a loan. Retired General Domkat Bale and Pastor Tokunbo Adesoya never took any loan from and have never owed Access Bank. They were never shareholders or executive directors of Locatel Limited, the statement said. Although Bali admitted that he and Adesanya were honorary chairmen and members respectively of Rukatal Limited between 2008 and 2009, he said they were neither shareholders and were ever involved in the management of the company as executive directors. A Rwandan UN peacekeeper in the Central African Republic is shot dead Now, an emotional memorial service has been held in the Japanese city of Nagasaki, where U.S. forces dropped an atomic bomb exactly 7 years ago. Speeches at the ceremony criticized the attending Prime Minister Shinzo Abe for his plans to loosen the restrictions on what Japan's military can do. At least 70,000 people died in the attack, which came 3 days after another bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. A solemn ceremony in front of guests from 75 countries, including U.S. ambassadors, Colonel Kennedy, began on Sunday with a declaration read out by children. A minute silence and bells marked the time of the explosion, and a survivor of the Nagasaki attack, an 86-year-old Subaru Gabon, was involved. The Central Bank of Nigeria, in agreement to the Bankers Committee, put on hold the rollout of cashless policy exercise nationwide. This is against the backdrop of the plan to embark on infrastructural developments in other states, such as when it is rolled out. It will be without challenge to customers and to the banking public generally. Currently, cashless Nigeria is running in 5 states plus the Federal Capital Territory. The states are Lagos, Ogun, Anambra, Rivers, and Kano plus Abuja. Segun Agbaje, who addressed the issue in domiciliary accounts as discussed by the committee, said the operation of domiciliary accounts still remains same, where a customer has invested access to his money. The committee also disclosed issues budging on declarement status, saying they've been receiving responses as they expect. They also agreed to follow up with sanctions and be meted to the directive of the firms that publish as debtors. As a 3-month campaign against imported poultry by the Nigerian Customs Service enters its 3rd week, smuggling and sale of the product have not been abated. In the last 2 weeks of the Operation Hawk the Sand, the customs have seized over 32 billion naira worth of poultry smuggled into the country through the southwestern axis of Nigeria-Benin border. In a statement on its website, the NCS said it has recorded seizures worth 21.8 million naira in the 2nd week of the Operation Hawk the Sand. This was in addition to 1,800 cartons of poultry worth over 12 million naira seized during the 1st week of the operation, an increase of over 9 million naira. On the whole, the seizures, which consist of 8,000 cartons of banned product, were recorded at villages around the borders in Idiroko, Badagry Creeks, Badagry Waterway, all in Lagos State, and Agbara in Ogun State. Many of the seizures were said to have been made on the Yafi-Badagry Waterway on the lagoon that stretches through the Nigeria-Benin border. And in the world of sports, as a manager, Arsene Wenger says his team will recover from the nerves they suffered in their opening day Premier League defeat by West Ham. The Gunners lost 2-0 at home on Sunday, despite having 62 of possession and 22 shots. Wenger says they will respond to the accident. He added that the players probably were too nervous and under pressure. Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers said he nearly substituted Felipe Coutinho before his late winner at Stoke. Brazil midfielder Coutinho scored the only goal with a stunning long-range strike in an otherwise drab encounter. Rodgers says he's glad he kept him and was fortunate he got the goal and stayed on.
Just as thoughts were turning to the possibility of a 0-0 draw, a goal to savour and remember from Liverpool's oh-so talented Brazilian.
And finally, Manchester City manager Manuel Pellegrini says winger Raheem Sterling does not deserve criticism over his move from Liverpool. Sterling, 20, became the most expensive British transfer after City paid £49 million to sign the English international. Pellegrini says he's settling very well, adding he wants to join City and embrace new challenges. City began their Premier League campaign at West Brom on Monday, British Standard Time. Well, that's it to wrap on CoreTV News, and now many thanks for watching. I am Olajumoke Latiji. Good afternoon.